Welcome back to the Mastering the Keys series, where we'll learn how to master playing in every key on the piano. Whether you're an aspiring music producer, a composer, a songwriter, or just want to get better at the piano, learning every key is important because each key has its own unique sound and emotions that are associated with it. Let me know which one's your favorite down in the comments below. Now, the last major key that we looked at was B major, so let's travel down the wheel of fifths 5 notes to the next stop at F sharp major. Every time we move down the circle of fifths, we'll add another sharp. In the key of B major, we had 5 sharps, which were F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. In the key of F sharp major, we'll add the next one in the series, which will be E sharp. Seeing an E sharp can be triggering to musicians because it's inharmonic with F, which means that the 2 notes will sound the same, but they go by a different name. E sharp is played here, on the key for F, but because we have to have every letter of the musical alphabet represented in the key, this becomes E sharp instead of F natural, since F sharp is already in the key signature. If you want to learn more about why we do it this way, check out my music theory playlist pinned down in the comments below. Now let's talk about the notes that make up the F sharp major scale. Since the key is F sharp, our root note of the scale is also F sharp. And by following the major scale step pattern of whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and half step, we'll get the notes F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, and then back up to F sharp. Now let's take a look at how to play the F sharp major scale on the piano. To play this one, we're going to start with our right index finger, or finger number 2, on F sharp, and we'll play 2 on F sharp, 3 on G sharp, and 4 on A sharp. Then we'll slide our hand over so your thumb, finger number 1, lands on B, and continue up the keys with 2 on C sharp, and 3 on D sharp. Then we'll slide our hand over again so your thumb lands on E sharp, which is the same key as F, and then we'll hit that F sharp with finger 2, and then go back down with 1 on E sharp, then shift down and have 3 on D sharp, and 2 on C sharp, and 1 on B. Then we'll slide our hand back down so that your finger 4 is on A sharp, then hit G sharp with 3, and finally land back home on F sharp with finger 2. Again, those finger numbers are 2, 3, 4, shift, 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2. Then back down, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, shift, 4, 3, and 2. So practice that scale pattern slowly until you can do it 3 times in a row without making mistakes, and then you can slowly work on speeding it up. Once you feel comfortable with that, we can go ahead and move on to the left hand. In the left hand, we'll start with the ring finger, or finger number 4, on F sharp, and we'll play F sharp, then have 3 on G sharp, 2 on A sharp, and B with 1. Then we'll slide that hand up so that finger 3 lands on C sharp, and continue playing up the keyboard with 3 on C sharp, 2 on D sharp, 1 on E sharp, and then we'll shift the hand up once more and hit that F sharp with finger number 4. Then we'll shift back down and play 1 on E sharp, 2 on D sharp, and 3 on C sharp. Then shift back down one more time, playing 1 on B, 2 on A sharp, 3 on G sharp, and land with 4 on F sharp. Again, those finger numbers are 4, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, shift, 4, then back down. We shift down to 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that a few times until it's comfortable to play, and then try playing both hands together at the same time. Now let's set up our hands with 4 on F sharp in the left hand and 2 on F sharp in the right hand, and we'll start playing F sharp, then G sharp, A sharp, and now the right hand shifts up to B, then the left hand shifts up to C sharp, then play D sharp, and the right hand shifts the thumb up to play E sharp, and the left hand shifts up to play F sharp with finger number 4. Now the left hand will shift back down from F sharp to E sharp, the right hand shifts down to D sharp, then play C sharp, then the left hand shifts down to B, the right hand shifts down to A sharp, then play G sharp, and finally back home to F sharp. Now let's do that again, but a little bit slower. We'll play F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, and F sharp. Then head back down from F sharp to E sharp, then D sharp, C sharp, B, A sharp, G sharp, and finally back home to F sharp. Great work so far. And once you feel comfortable with those scales, we can move on to the arpeggios. Arpeggios are just runs that will play the root, the third, and the fifth notes of the scale, which in F sharp major are the notes F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. F sharp major arpeggios use the classic 1, 2, 3 finger pattern. Even though the arpeggios start on a black key, there are no white keys on this one, so we don't have to use the Oreo starting position like we do with many of the other black key arpeggios. So starting in the right hand, we'll put finger 1 on F sharp, finger 2 on A sharp, and finger 3 on C sharp. So we'll play F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp, then shift the hand up to have finger 1 on the next F sharp, then play A sharp with 2, and C sharp with 3, and finally use finger number 5, the pinky, on that final F sharp. Then we'll come back down with 3 on C sharp, 2 on A sharp, and 1 on F sharp. Then we'll shift our hand to have 3 on the next C sharp down, then 2 on A sharp, and finish up with 1 on F sharp. Again, those finger numbers are 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 5, and back down 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1. Now let's take a look at the left hand. It plays the same notes, but it'll use a different fingering. We use the fingers 5, 3, 2, and 1 for this one. So starting with finger 5, playing F sharp, then 3 on A sharp, 2 on C sharp, we'll then use 1 on F sharp, and then shift the hand up to have finger 3 on the next A sharp, then play C sharp with 2, and finish with 1 on F sharp. Then we'll head back down the piano with 2 on C sharp, 3 on A sharp, and then shift the hand over to have finger 1 land on the next F sharp down below, then 2 on C sharp, 3 on A sharp, and finally land with that pinky on F sharp. Again, those finger numbers are 5, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, back down, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 5. Now we can practice each hand separately very slowly until we stop making mistakes, and then try putting them together, which will look like this. Now awesome job with those. I believe that the arpeggios are the hardest part, so it gets easier from here on out. And now we can talk about the chord progression. Our chord progression is made up of the major 1, the major 4, and the major 5-7 triads. And we practice these triads because the 1, 4, and 5 chords are the most commonly played chords in just about any piece of music. If you're familiar enough with these chords, you can also write your own song in this key pretty easily. You'll most likely see them in triad form, so we try to keep each chord down to 3 notes, which is why you'll see in a moment that we remove the 5th interval from our 5-7 chord. So in the key of F sharp major, the major 1 chord is F sharp, which is spelled F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. The major 4 chord is B major, which is spelled B, D sharp, and F sharp. And the 5-7 chord is C sharp 7, which is spelled C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, and B. But to make the chords fit better in our hands, we play the 4 chord in its second inversion, so it will be stacked on an F sharp and spelled F sharp, B, and D sharp. And the 5-7 chord will be stacked in its first inversion, and we'll take that 5th interval out, leaving us with the root, 3rd, and 7ths. And that will make it spelled E sharp, B, and C sharp. So to start off, we'll play the F sharp major chord, then the major 4 chord, B, in its second inversion, spelled F sharp, B, and D sharp. Then we'll go back to that 1 chord. And then we'll play the C sharp 7 chord, but in its first inversion and without that 5th interval of the chord, giving us E sharp, B, and C sharp. Then finally, we'll go back to that F sharp major chord in root position. So the chord progression we're going to play was a major 1, major 4 in second inversion, major 1, 5-7 in first inversion, and then back to that major 1 in root position. Playing them all back to back, looks like this. Now, great job making it through those. There's just one last thing to talk about before truly mastering the key of F sharp major, and those are the inversions. These are just going through different ways to stack and play an F sharp major chord. In the right hand, we'll play the F sharp major chord with the notes F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp using our classic 1-3-5 fingers. Then we'll move finger 1 up to A sharp, so we'll play A sharp, C sharp, and F sharp with fingers 1, 2, and 5. Then we'll move the right hand up once again so that the finger 1 is on C sharp and play C sharp, F sharp, and A sharp with fingers 1, 3, and 5. And then finally we'll play that F sharp major chord in its root position an octave up with fingers 1, 3, and 5. In the left hand, the notes are the same, but we'll use different fingers. We'll play that root F sharp major chord with fingers 5, 3, and 1 on F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. Then we'll shift up to play A sharp, C sharp, and F sharp with fingers 5, 3, and 1. Then we'll move up to play C sharp, F sharp, and A sharp with fingers 5, 2, and 1. And then move up one last time to play that root F sharp chord with 5, 3, and 1 an octave up. Like all the other parts, play each hand slowly until you can play it without errors, and then try putting them together, which will sound like this. Make sure that when you're working through those and putting the hands together, you play even slower than you did with the hands separately. It's very important that you go slowly so you don't make more mistakes before you try to speed up. This makes sure that your brain develops the correct muscle memory and you won't have to work harder later to unlearn mistakes that you made earlier on. Now let's go ahead and put together everything that we've talked about in this video. We'll do the scale, the arpeggio, the chords, and the inversions. Now congratulations on mastering the key of F sharp major. If you found this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like and subscribe if you aren't already. Now thanks for watching and stay tuned for more musical content.